Hey guys, welcome to Mikey's Video Game Madness. Today we're playing SplatterHouse on the PlayStation 3, which is kind of a beat 'em up arcade style, which really was what the original SplatterHouse was like. And then the next two SplatterHouses came out on the Sega Genesis. There was a port, I believe, of the original SplatterHouse on the TurboGrafx 16. This game actually contains the original 3 SplatterHouses. I don't know if the first one's a port of the arcade or like a console port. I don't know. I never unlocked them. I really need to play this game more. It's pretty awesome. People are very bipolar about whether they like this game or not. It's one of those games you have to play for yourself. You kind of just have to ask yourself, do I like old arcade games where I get to beat shit up and it's super repetitive and bloody, or do I want more out of my game? Me, I like all different kinds of games, and sometimes I like these simple arcadey games. Some of the humor is sort of immature. There's these pin-up pictures that you have to collect. I don't know if that has to do with collecting the games or just the fact that you get to see boobs. I really don't know. It kind of feels out of place, but whatever. But yeah, I really like this game. It reminds me of a Funhouse or something. I don't know, but it's charming in its own right. I think so anyway. Story mode. I'll start a new game. Yes, I'll keep my... This will overwrite your... I don't care because I haven't played this game in so long. I don't even remember really what happened beside you having to get your girlfriend. It might be as simple as that. So when you the first SplatterHouse, they probably changed it so they wouldn't get sued. The first SplatterHouse, you actually look like Jason Voorhees.
I want us to be together until the end.
As the games went on, his mask progressively changed. Well, this game's really exaggeratedly bloody and plays like metal once in a while. It's a re-envisioning of the original game. It seems like the people that really like this game are older people that grew up with these kind of brawler beat 'em up games are fans of the original SplatterHouse. But I mean, a lot of people pan this game, say the controls off, blah blah blah, but I think it controls fine, and I think it knows what it wants to be, and you have to take it for what it is. It's like a video game B movie. It's like a Funhouse. The story is stupid. It's retarded fun. That's the best I can say about it. It's a fun game, and it's really affordable, so if you're curious and you want to take a chance, if you end up not liking the game, you're not going to lose a shitload of money, but it's entirely up to you. I don't want to tell you what to play and what you should like. I encourage everyone to play everything on their own and come up with their own conclusions, because I don't want to be responsible for you missing out on a game, and I don't want to be responsible for telling you a game is great and then you end up playing it and you think it sucks and you're blaming it on me because I told you it was great. That's why I do basically let's plays, impressions, videos of my own personal opinion. Just take it as my opinion as somebody who really likes all different kinds of games, except maybe sports games. Not a terribly huge fan of that.
Quit whining. Did I say it was gonna be fun? You're gonna have to learn to live.
But if you like horror schlock, especially from the 80s, this game might be for you.
What have you done to me?
I like how the character still wears sneakers.
You're mine, Rick.
Jen.
Until Jen's back safe in your arms.
Before this, like, his mask, there wasn't like any SplatterHouse game that had like audio, so his mask kind of talks to him on
Phase 1, Satan's Mask.
But yeah, this is kind of like a old 80s B movie that you actually can play, and it has this weird comic book art style, even though it's 3D. I don't know how you would describe it, but I think it's trying to look kind of like a comic book. Depends what lighting it's in, actually. Sometimes it just looks like a 3D game. And this game has massive amounts of blood, and it doesn't apologize a bit for it. It celebrates it, which I really like, actually. I don't know what that says about me as a person.
Let's go kill something. It's been too long,
But
and I'm way out of practice.
But I like 80s slack. I can't get enough of it. As you can see, this game's pretty violent. And it's pretty simple. You get your little combos, and it's repetitive, and it's just good fun as a stress reliever. Don't expect any deep gameplay mechanics out of this, and you'll be fine. If you like horror movies, I'd say try it out. If you like old side-scroller beat-em-ups, try it out. I'm not gonna say you like it, but I feel like you should try it out. I'm not gonna tell you something's good or shitty. I just want you to try the games out. Think for yourself. Nothing's worse than somebody else telling you something and you go with it. And if you don't have a lot of money, get a GameFly account and then try it out. It's like the video game Netflix. Unless you live in a bad neighborhood where people steal your mail, then GameFly accounts probably will end up being more expensive than it actually
Too much
is.
for you, Rico? Shit. You humans are so fragile. See, you're still weak. We have to take it slower. Build your strength.
I guess this is part of the horror games that I've been trying to do. What's weird is I've been having trouble deciding which ones to do. Mask highlights objects of interest, which I would have continued my game. I would have forgot that. Why is this object interesting? Maybe it's the ledge above that it's highlighting. You actually regain your health from sucking the blood out of other things. Game has semi-destructible environments, complete with probably havoc physics or whatever they're using. I didn't look at the game and saw what engine it's running on, but it looks very Unreal 3-ish.
I owe you. That's all you need to know.
That's a real way to describe something.
Believe what you want.
Saw a random pillar of dust. Well, that's nice. The door conveniently opened on its own, so it's a very courteous door. But yeah, like the corridors are really small and stuff like that. It reminds me of like when there was like a carnival in town, they'd have like a little haunted house you could walk through, and it reminds me of like those flat like wood panels painted with haunted house shit on it.
Kill it.
Well, that's what happens when you charge.
Hit him harder.
Also, like when you get hit, you actually can see your skin being torn off. I guess I'm not as powerful as I was when I had all those spikes on me. Still haven't told me. Oh, now I remember how to dodge. Like first-person shooters, blood on the screen doesn't mean that you're dying. It just means you're doing a really good job pounding the shit out of something. Every game has, it seems like these days, not every game, but a lot of games always have like these voice recording things, and whether it's the voxophone or like cassette tapes, and I kind of blame it on BioShock, but I still like them for some reason. They haven't gotten old to me. Is that a curtain, or is that like a... I thought it was like an old toilet. Like there's some gold thing behind it. At first I thought it was like a little rope that you pull to flush the toilet. How do I open the door? You can tell I played this game recently. I'm glad I didn't continue the game. Can't go in there. Okay. Gotta go somewhere. I guess here. Checkpoint reached. There's little photographs of girls that you gotta pick up. I'm not really eager to get them because some of them have nudity on them. I might have already saved the ones I picked up. So if I remember correctly, they were kind of everywhere. Forgot what the suck people's blood button was. It might not just give me that ability yet. Hopefully there's a local laundromat nearby. My clothes might be slightly stained. Alright.
Let me go. What do you want?
The game's pretty generous with checkpoints. One of the complaints I heard is that there weren't enough, but it seems okay to me. Like, sometimes I read these reviews after the fact and I'm just wondering like what the hell they're talking about. Just like, I'm not gonna mention names, so you probably know what I'm talking about. Somebody was making videos on YouTube about the frame rate in Advanced Warfare on the PS4 being terrible, and pick up a weapon. And I played the game and it seemed fine to me, unless I'm blind or something. I just think people are so picky sometimes when it comes to games. There really aren't a whole lot of bad games, I think, on contemporary consoles. They're just so expensive to make. It's like you can't afford to have like a really shitty game. And games that people consider shitty, I still think there's some sort of... kinda died. But I think there's some sort of value, even if I don't like the game. I think sometimes people... This is why I don't review the games. They put too much of themselves into it, and I guess that's natural when you're reviewing because you're giving your opinion. But I mean, I've known so many people that have not played a game based on a review that I know, based on what they like, they would probably end up really liking, and just because they read the review, they were persuaded not to try the game. And a lot of times later on, they'll end up playing the game and liking it. But I mean, it makes people afraid to try things, and it just sucks. And like I said, I don't want to be responsible being that person to rob somebody from what could have been an awesome experience to them just based on because somebody doesn't like a game. And people are so picky and jaded these days. You know, they'll say a game sucks just because they personally don't like it, or just because they're not good at it, stuff like that. And it's just ridiculous, and it robs people. I mean, it's their own fault for listening to the people and not making the decision to play it on their own. But I mean, you know, if enough people tells you something sucks, sometimes you're like, I think you're onto something. Even if you watch a video and you don't like the game, it's still, sometimes a video isn't good. You don't really know a game until you see it in person and you're holding the controller in your hand, you're feeling how it responds, feedback. It's a whole different experience, in my opinion at least. Just really gotta play a game for yourself. And I know not everybody can afford themselves that opportunity, and I get it if you only can play like one game. I'm sucking really bad because I'm talking and not really paying attention. But yeah, if you have the opportunity to play the game for yourself, I would say it. I should be talking more about the game than this thing and make a separate video of why I don't do reviews and my opinions on stuff like that, and I kind of sneak it into these videos, and I probably should keep that stuff separate, but I'm sure you regular watchers are used to everything being all over the place commentary wise, so it's whatever.
Find another way around. Try breaking through.
Okay, I know. I've gone through this a lot. If I knew how to absorb the blood, I could restore my health.
Get a load of this thing, huh?
There's all different kind of weapons you can pick up, including your own severed arm. This weapon's almost like making it harder to get people. They're not people, they're things. I don't know what they are. I like those little weird extraterrestrial fish looking things are kind of talking on the wall. I think it wants more blood. Apparently mine.
Loser.
This game isn't that hard, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just talking and not doing as good as I should. Now that I know how to do the siphon, I can actually hopefully restore my health, unless they lock that, because I don't think they told me that in the tutorial. No, I can still do it. Alright. Yep, we saw this before.
Find another
Due to me sucking.
Try breaking
Yeah, break the door. Got it. Okay. And you're gonna tell me how nice this is. Of course, even you picking it up. I think I'm gonna try to head to the door instead of trying to fight people this time. Batter up. I did way better with this stick this time, knock on wood. Hopefully I don't jinx that. Not that I'm super superstitious. Superstitious. Go into the fucking shit. Now I'm gonna have to use my siphon and suck all your blood. I think it's siphon. I'm saying it wrong because I'm not paying attention. Because when I get really anxious when I'm playing things and trying to do a commentary at the same time, it makes it difficult to sound intelligent. Notice I said sound and not being. It's just easier to pound you assholes with my. Alright, run for it.
Listen,
Yeah.
I have a thirst, Rick. Call it a passion. See, when it comes to blood,
Like, I totally dig, like, the haunted house thing, like I said. It reminds me of the little carnival haunted houses. This game's appealing in its own way, you know. You might get dirty looks if you try out this game or buy it or whatever. Especially, like, some of the jaded people at the video game stores that only want the best of the best of what their opinion the best of the best is. Step on bloodworms to gain blood. That makes sense. Alright. think they did a good job of recreating the SplatterHouse atmosphere. I totally get that this is what the 2D game might have looked like if it was in 3D. Right in front of the screen.
Oh, my arm!
The blood effects are actually
Jesus, Rick, get it together.
not too
I
bad.
asked you to trust me.
It's reflective
First sight of
and
blood, you're crying like a
it's not overly compressed.
dick. You are such.
You can draw almost with it and be artistic, but his hand grows back slowly. He's like the T-1000.
You get hurt too bad, and it's game over. Too much damage will kill us. And when I say us,
His last name's West, like Herbert West from the Reanimator. Wonder if that was on purpose. I would totally get like why they would do that for this game, to parody like all the great 80s horror schlock movies that were out that were awesome, like the Evil Dead and stuff like that, because it's basically kind of like what this game is. Since there's really not been a super awesome Evil Dead, although the last one, Evil Dead Regeneration on the original Xbox and PlayStation 2, was actually fairly decent, and when it was brand new as a budget title, I have no idea what it's worth now, but I don't think it's one of those games that go up in value as time goes on. I think that's just like a game that's gonna probably stay cheap all the time, unless CDs all of a sudden end up in the post-apocalyptic future, like DVDs, like
what do we got here?
can be turned into fuel somehow. Then it'll probably be super valuable. And of course, trying to record this, and my neighbors are being loud as fuck, like they always are. I'm being super polite and not playing my games loud lately, and now I kind of feel like I should just be a dick right back. Whenever you see him do that little yell and all the blood starts shooting into me, that's me healing myself with their blood.
Tang of insanity.
I never got to the point where you couldn't use it. I don't know if it's limited or not. I only kind of use it when I have to. Kind of using it a lot now because I'm recording a video and I can't pay 100% attention to the game, so I'm not doing as well as I normally would if I sat in front of the TV and could pay 100% attention, but whatever.
Jennifer!
You lost her.
Where do we go now?
Alright, what do I have to do here? Oh, I gotta do his equivalent of a butt bounce, or ground pound, whatever you want to call it.
What should I do?
Every 3D platformer, for whatever reason, has an attack where you jump up in the air and slam down somehow. And I'll start it with Mario as far as I know. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that attack. It's kind of stuck for some reason. I don't know why. That's like a staple in like 3D games. But it is. We just gotta deal with it. I'm gonna do a charge attack. Thank goodness things slow down a bit when you do that. Otherwise I might get in trouble. There's some button you can push when they're red to do like a fatality, right, like this. There you go. Yeah, you push square to grab them when they turn red like that, and you can finish them off in gruesome ways as long as you push the analog sticks the correct way they want you to. punch eyeball.
Disgusting. How would I give for some hand sanitizer?
This is one complex mansion.
Built all this shit.
Don't try to make sense of it, Ricky.
Probably need to heal myself. I can see my ribs. Is that a chainsaw?
Dan, I know
I
these
hope
people.
so.
We took stats together last semester.
They're better off dead, Rick. West's experiments already broke their minds.
I forgot what the pickup button was. I think it's down or up. It doesn't really matter. I'll just beat these dicks with my fist. Oh, demon. Oh shit. Perhaps I should have grabbed the right thing. I'm not sure what the thing is because I'm far away from the TV. It looks like a chainsaw from here. Yes, I've played this game, if you can believe it, but I've played so many games since then, it's ridiculous. I don't want to hear the story about your last
Dan,
semester.
I know these people. We took stats together last semester.
They're better off dead, Rick. West's
It's not
experiments
bad.
already broke their minds.
Beat you guys to death. It's reminiscing about last semester and we just die. Does that work for you? Great, it works for me. Alright.
This is it. On the home stretch.
I'm sure I'm having a hard time following this geriatric asshole that walks 2 miles an hour. But you know what? Oh well. Because I'm creating lots of blood. For some reason, it kind of feels nice. Not gonna lie to you. Okay. I'm like swinging like a blind person here. You gotta punch him a little bit, seems to work. Body slamming, what a dick. Guess what? You don't need those anymore. Give me that. Hey. Give me that. Oh, I disappeared before I could get it in time. Ah, don't make me shake the analog sticks. I don't want to break my controller. Fear for the day I can't get new PS3 controllers. What should I ever do? And then you gotta get some off-brand shit made for retro gamers. Assuming my PlayStation 3 still works. Newer consoles are getting more and more fragile. So we got this demon with a tentacle. Okay. You're telling me all this shit you should have told me to begin with, but I forgive you because I figured it out during all this game over screens. Can you suck blood out of him? Apparently not. He's really beating the shit out of me. Why do I feel like this is gonna be the enemy? Oh shit. Alright guys, this video is going to be super long if I keep on playing even though I want to. Like I said, if you want to see me revisit some of these other games with time, I might consider it and revisit them. Just feel free to leave a message, positive or negative. Just if you leave a negative one, make sure the criticism is constructive, because I don't like dealing with assholes. Kind of ruins my day. Telling you that probably encourages you more if that's what you wanted to do, but whatever. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and please feel free to like the video if you liked it. And if you're new to this channel and you like this video, feel free to subscribe. And if you weren't crazy about this video, please feel free to check out my other ones. Possibly there's a video that you'll like and then you'll end up subscribing then. Thank you guys so much for all the support in whatever way you support the channel, whether you watch it, thumbs up, leave comments. I really enjoy getting to know all you guys and being part of the gaming community, and it's really cool when you guys have an awesome channel and you kind of give me feedback and leave comments as I do with yours, which I need to get better at. So thank you guys so much, and I will talk to you on the next video. Take care. Bye.